The carpenter is a traditional technical industry, which is not only active in people's daily lives but also equally important in the military. To this day, there are many young people who originally wanted to join the military and carry guns, but ended up becoming carpenters. The military has a long history of supplementing carpenters, especially in ancient times when the military relied heavily on wood. Some military equipment, marching tents, and weapons such as spears are all related to wood. Sometimes carpenters are needed to build bridges and construct siege equipment. For example, the Thunderbolt cart built by the Chow army during the Battle of Guandu in the novel Romance of the Three Kingdoms. In the modern era, the role of carpenters in the military has not diminished in the slightest. However, they are now part of the regular military establishment, usually referred to as engineers, assisting other units in combat. Engineers only have basic combat skills. For example, during World War I, there were a large number of engineers in the European army who used wood to build trenches, command posts, barracks, stables, and even participated in tunnel construction, similar to mining operations. At this time, engineers, like ordinary soldiers, need to undergo specialized training. In addition to mastering simple wood processing techniques, they also need to understand structural knowledge, such as which structure is the fastest and can bear the most weight when building a wooden bridge. There are also soldiers in other military branches who are responsible for woodworking, as many airplanes were made of wood at the time, and logistical units also relied on woodworking for maintenance. In modern military forces, engineers still need to master woodworking skills, and some countries even issue certificates to engineers who have completed training, which can be considered as a means of livelihood after leaving the military. Although there are now many modern engineering materials, such as colored steel tiles and blast-proof walls, wood is still one of the most important materials. For example, when the U.S. military builds defensive walls for bases, they need to use wood to build the framework, and the military also has a demand for building and construction. Taking the example of the carpenters in the Royal Australian Corps of Engineers and the Combat Engineer Regiment, they need to master essential knowledge of structure construction and maintenance, just like woodworking in a factory workshop. Their responsibilities include inspecting material standards, interpreting relevant technical documents, providing material standards and specifications, procurement, maintaining tools and equipment, assisting in planning construction projects, cost estimation, compiling material lists, maintaining construction site safety, project acceptance, coordinating with other engineering units, training new recruits, procurement, and more. The equipment used by engineers for wood processing is not much different from that used by general construction units, including workbenches, saws, axes, electric drills, nail guns, adhesives, etc. They often receive support from various specialized military engineering vehicles during the construction process. However, different countries will establish corresponding standards based on their actual conditions, such as differences in bridge dimensions and load-bearing capacities due to varying geographic environments and different weights of main equipment like tanks. Engineers are trained according to their own standards so that they can quickly complete construction during wartime. Standardization leads to high efficiency. Compared to aluminum alloy, steel, and other materials, wood may have significant price differences due to differences in texture and region. However, it is a renewable resource, especially in industrial underdeveloped and remote areas, where it is a relatively easy material to obtain in large quantities. With the use of laminating and other technologies, the efficiency of wood utilization has greatly improved. At present, humans still cannot completely abandon wood, and the position of carpenter will continue, with engineers continuing to play the role of carpenters.